what like type of movies before you started making movies did you think like I want to make this type of movie? Like I don't know if you know what I mean, but like there's a certain when you're a filmmaker, you kind of come up in your head with like a description of what you're trying to make.
Well, I remember like my deepest inspiration, like way back in the day. It's pretty basic, but like I remember watching Lord of the Rings when I was like 10, and I was like, "This is it, bro."
like you want to make people feel how they feel when they watch, because that's something like filmmakers do is they watch something and they think I want to make people feel how they feel when it's not like so much as I want to make this thing. It's like you want to exert a feeling out of a piece of art into a person.
Interesting. Yeah, I could see that. I mean, the way that I want to make people I think it's different, like
each film.
Yeah, at least for me, it's like I don't want to stick on one thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. I want people, for like mine right now that I'm editing, like it's a rom-com, so I want people to actually like feel good. You know, feel good, like the process of falling in love. It's a fucking beautiful thing. But this other one that I'm doing, a short, is like kind of a from the sick, twisted mind of Steve McNally. But it's like, you know, it's like about like psychopaths, and I love that too. You know what I mean? I like epics. Yeah.
Epics.
Yeah. I watched Mad Max last night, Fury Road. That shit was so fucking good.
You never seen that before?
I had, but I watched it in high school, and
you didn't get it.
Yeah, I mean, I have these like far away. My friend had like a TV, like it was this real big room, and the TV was on one end, and the couch was on the other, and we would always get real high. So we watched a bunch of movies there, but they're all like far away memories. You know what I mean? It's like the
sunken place from Get Out. Yeah.
So
that's funny.
Yeah, I watched Mad Max there, but I didn't really get it. But this time I watched it, I was like, that's not even, you know, that's like, what's the emotion there? It's just suspense, you know what I mean? But it's like on a grandiose. I'm like, bro, imagine the amount of work and like the I don't know, the action, the choreography, like the blocking, the fucking camera work, the cinematography, the set deck, the whole thing, bro. It's crazy. It's
one of the most creative movies I've seen, especially with like the weapons.
Yeah.
Like the weapons are probably like with the spears that have like explosive things on the end of them.
Dude, and then they got the guy playing the fucking guitar.
Yeah, or the
that shit was so sick.
The razors that cut the top of the cars.
Oh yeah.
Like they like somebody came up with an idea like, let's make a razor to specifically cut off the top of a car.
That's what I'm saying.
It's like, what?
I think they just fucking were having so much fun making that. They're like, all right, what if we have a razor?
Yeah, come out and
just like slap that shit off.
Or the places like,
what if they spray paint their
hidden
mouths?
Guns?
Yeah.
Like there's like random, the fucking.
Yeah, what if they spray paint their mouths and that's like their last thing they think they're gonna do before they die or something?
Or it's like or the pagan idolatry.
Idolatry. I don't know what that is.
It's like it's like a phrase used in the Apocalypse Now when they describe Colonel Kurtz. Okay. Like Immortan Joe is like Colonel Kurtz from Apocalypse Now. Okay. Colonel Kurtz is Marlon Brando's character from Apocalypse Now. It's like he's like this sort of like he's seen as a god, and it's like he takes root from pagan things like the Valhalla thing.
Yeah.
So it's like there's like this kind of like lore to his. I don't really know much about it.
Sure.
But just the fact that they thought like you know, let's say like there's nothing in the world, and one dude has like military, because obviously he has military experience. If you see his like. You know what I mean? When he put on the thing and there's all these like, you know, medals and shit. So let's say, you know, you're somebody, I mean, it's like if you go to a place like, where there's like weak men or weak people or vulnerable people. And it's like, obviously in that setting, everyone's vulnerable. So like, and you have military experience, maybe you even like most people from the military own guns, like after their life, or have like access to it or something like that. They go to the range a lot. It's like, let's say this dude was in a war, like maybe like a Middle Eastern war, something like that, something in the early 20th century. So who's gonna win there? It's like him. He's gonna win. Him and his buddies are gonna win. Like let's say like they go to like the Australian VFW or something like that, and then they go there, and then they're like, you know, they get together and they're like, how are we gonna control the resources after this like kind of war has happened? That caused this apocalypse.
Well, that's the thing is I haven't seen that. There's 3 movies that come before this one too.
All I'm saying is like made up and what I think happened. How
Did you watch the 3 first movies?
Yeah, they don't describe.
They don't describe it. Oh, okay.
They're like nothing to do.
Okay, never mind that.
But they're really good movies. Like the first one is about.
I saw the first one.
Yeah, it's like the
Mel
apocalypse
Gibson.
hasn't hit.
It's about
yet.
Mel Gibson.
It's just about
And-
Mel Gibson,
And he's Mel Gibson.
and then
the whole
he
time.
creates the Saw franchise.
And there's an eyeball. I remember the eyeball part.
like, well, yeah, that's just crazy, bro.
Yeah.
But you know that movie created the Saw franchise.
The Saw franchise?
Okay, so there's a scene at the end where he tells the dude, "You can saw off your leg,
Oh yeah.
and you'll be able to make it out before the thing
Oh,
explodes,
Yeah.
or you can try to saw off the handcuff, and you'll probably
Die.
explode."
Yeah.
So that specific scene,
Created the entire Saw.
yeah,
franchise.
they were college students, Lee Winnell and James Wan,
Okay.
and they saw that. They're also Australians, so like they were big fans of
Damn,
it.
dude, I
Probably.
didn't know you're autistic. That's sick.
Yeah, so then they like. Did you say I'm autistic?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I was calling out names of the college kids who got inspired.
Yeah,
Alright,
so then
that's
they
fine.
made the Saw short film, and then that short film became the real Saw franchise, the first Saw film.
No, that's sick. I
Oh.
didn't know that actually. That's pretty cool.
And then the second one is considered one of the best action movies of all time. It's very similar to Fury Road, where it's like, it's a like there's
Is
a
that
lot
the
of.
Thunderdome? Is that the second one or no?
Nah, that's the third one.
Okay.
But it's like a lot of point A to point B shit.
Yeah.
They're still kind of like more. It's more settled than Fury Road is, but it is the most, I would say, mobile
Mhm.
of the movies, because that's like a big component to what made Fury Road the like
Even
big
more.
great.
Oh, okay.
But Fury Road is the most quote unquote mobile of
Gotcha.
the movies.
Okay.
But the most mobile out of 1, 2, and 3 is the second one.
Gotcha.
Which makes it, and also there's like a very you kind of fall in love with this sort of like village tribe thing of people that are protected, and they're like happen to be they're at an oil rig. And there's a lot of stuff. It's a good movie. And then the third one is the least, I would consider the least sort of car oriented one,
Yeah.
because there's obviously the Thunderdome with like the fighting and all this cool warrior wrestle shit in it, and then at the end there is it, but it is kind of like it's slower
Okay.
because there's less car fights and
right,
shit,
Right. Yeah.
which is like what makes it so much fun.
Yeah.
It's definitely the worst one, but it is
Okay.
still a really fun movie.
Sure.
And there's Tina Turner doing the soundtrack, so it's like,
Nice.
why not? Great
I'm in
80s
for it. Yeah,
artist,
sign up
singer.
to it.
Yeah, and there's a lot of good '80s movies that I think deserve the light of the day that don't, and I think Thunderdome is like better than like a lot of movies,
Mhm.
though, even though it is the worst in the like franchise. Like, what underrated '80s movie do you like? I know that's a very specific question,
Yeah.
but like, what movies from the '80s that do you like in general, or
Bro,
would you consider underrated?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't. I'm a fake movie fan, bro. I don't know. I like what I like, and what I like is mostly post 90s. To be honest with you.
Okay, so what's like, what I just watched a really underrated '90s movie. I'll speak about it, but you talk on '90s movies first. Like, what
Talk on 90s
what
movies.
underrated '90s movies?
Underrated 90s movies, dude. I don't know, man. Like I watched the big shit, bro. I'm a fake movies fan.
What's the latest '90s movies that you watch?
Dude, that's a tough. Which can I pull out my letterbox?
Yeah, shouts out I love Letterboxd. We're big Letterboxd people here.
Yeah, I love Letterboxd.
There's this
It's the
dude at
shit.
work who like is always talking about like shit that he posts on Letterboxd, and it's
Yeah.
like he's a nice dude.
So I can categorize it by year. Should I go to year and then go to the 90s?
Yeah, I just watched that Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare. That
How
was
was that?
fucking sick.
Really?
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be like cringy and like
Profile.
British and all, because like I just sometimes it's like the British accent. It's like I can only watch like one British movie a month or something like that.
Yeah.
That's like a bit much.
Bro, you hate the British that much? That's
Not
crazy.
that much.
That's funny.
I'd rather listen to, I don't know what I hate more, Irish or Scottish accents.
Irish or Scottish?
Scottish.
I love Scottish accents. You ever see Braveheart? Is that 90s?
Yeah,
Braveheart's a great movie.
that's a great movie.
Yeah, so you like Braveheart. Is Truman Show 90s? I'm trying to find.
Yes.
Okay, then I'm in the 90s.
Yeah, Truman Show is like one of the best movies ever. Fucking.
Yeah, that's definitely it. The Big Lebowski, that's the 90s.
Knock it off. Oh, wait, no.
Fargo.
Shut the fuck up, Donnie. That's
the
my
fuck
favorite
up,
line
Donnie.
from Big Lebowski. Shut the fuck up, Donnie.
Okay, Train Spotting. It's probably
That's a great movie. I love Danny Boyle, for real.
Yeah.
Slumdog
Danny
Millionaire,
Boyle's so
too.
fucking
Well, that's
good.
not a 90s movie, but Slumdog Millionaire is a fucking masterpiece.
Yeah. I watched a lot of 90s movies, apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, underrated ones. Toy Story 2 is on there for sure.
Facts, yo. That's a fucking great movie, yo.
Yeah, I think that's all the ones that I had from
That
the
airport scene always had me, like, on the edge of my seat, for real. Like, that was, like, everybody talks about, like, you know what I'm saying, like, Marvel, like, all these, like, action movies and shit having, like, the best, like, action. But, like, bro, Toy Story 2 and airport scene.
Where it's, like, on the wheel, too.
Oh, my God.
That's intense.
Ah! Like, that shit. I was like, because I had the VHS, and I would be down the shore in my beach house, and I would like always like just rewatch movies on the VHS. Like I didn't know I was in that social, so I would always like in the middle of the summer I'd rewatch Home Alone.
Yeah.
Like during the summer too, like
Right.
and then Joe Dirt, Dumb and
Okay. There
Dumber,
you go.
Toy Story 2.
Bangers. I think family movies are underrated by like people who watch movies. Because I don't know, maybe they don't like give them the time of day, or maybe they're not even on their radar. But like, there's some like banger like Monsters Inc., Toy Story franchises, like like even the college university one, like that was a fun movie. Some like later Pixar movies, like then the what's the Spirit Ghibli or Studio Ghibli?
Yeah, Studio Ghibli just did a newer film called The Boy and the Heron.
I haven't seen it, but I
That's
heard
a
it was good.
Fucking masterpiece.
That's what I'm saying, dude. There's like, dude, Happy Feet. You ever watch a Happy Feet before? That movie is crazy.
Didn't
Robin Williams plays 3 characters, I think, and he does a Latino accent. Let me tell you something to you.
Hold on, didn't the dude who made Mad Max do Happy Feet? I swear to God.
I think maybe. Yeah, he definitely made something else crazy.
He did.
Too.
He did. The pig movie, Babe.
Babe.
Or Babe. No, or Charlotte's. No, not Charlotte's Web. What the fuck am I talking about?
What are you talking about, bro?
Yeah, I fucking knew it.
He did Mad Max.
George Miller. Yeah, he created. He wrote and
Wait, he did Happy Feet.
Yeah, he wrote and directed Happy Feet.
Hell yeah! No,
I swear.
I'm a George Miller fan now. He's my favorite now.
He did the movie The Witches of Eastwick, Lorenzo's Oil, Babe.
I'm gonna have to watch all these now because I'm his biggest fan.
This
apparently.
movie.
Yeah, I mean I've heard of it. But
Yeah.
I've never seen it.
That's fucking.
Did you see it? Is it a good one? Should I watch it?
No.
Okay.
I don't know. Like I don't really know. I just know like he did that shit.
Yeah, just Babe. George Miller. There's a comic in Philly named George Miller. Shouts out, and he's my favorite man in the world. So it's another reason to love George Miller.
Yeah, fucking. I'm hyped for that new John, the Furiosa movie.
Oh yeah.
Anya Taylor-Joy is the shit.
I'm keeping I'm keeping my expectations down because for the sole reason of how big Mad Max Fury Road got this far, and that they got these big actors. I do love Anya Joy-Taylor and the other Hemsworth. Like I like them. I'm just afraid that this movie might be a cash out type of thing. I'm sure they tried to make it good, but
is it PG-13 or not?
What?
Furiosa, do you not know? But you're right.
I don't know.
I mean, you're right.
I'm just trying to tamper my expectations just because of how good Fury Road was. It's like, all right, can you really live up to that? That's my main thing. I don't know if it's PG-13. I don't know. Was Fury Road PG-13?
I think it was rated R. I think that's rated R too. So
right.
The only way, like they just have to like stick to the roots.
Yeah.
Which is, it's a violent movie series.
Yeah.
It's never the only one that's been rated PG-13 is fucking Beyond Thunderdome, and that's because it was like that was some studio shit. But most of them have been like really violent movies.
Yeah, for sure.
I remember I was in the 8th grade, and people are gonna call me pussy for this, but I had to turn it off after the first 5 minutes.
The first Fury Road, or
yeah,
really?
I mean, maybe it's because I was like depressed at the time, but I just like it was too violent for me.
The first 5 minutes of Fury Road are crazy though. I gotta admit, like that. I watched it while high last night, and I was like, bro, this could be a whole movie. They're just rushing you into this shit. They just set it up, this like whole dystopian future, and then he like has this history where he's like all his loved ones have died, and then there's like a guy that is hurt. The guy that's Nicholas Hoult, whatever his character was, blood. The one that calls him a blood bag. Anyways,
yeah, that shit.
He's like already hurt. He had the cancer. all the breeders, they've already left. You know what I mean? There could be a whole movie before. I don't know. They set that up real quick, but it was like whip you right in, and then you're in the fucking movie.
You're literally like fucking.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, that first fucking car chase scene, like, and then he eats the fucking 2-headed lizard. He's like,
Oh yeah. Well, that's before. That's like the first scene. I think.
yeah, like where he's like he just like there he
Yeah,
stomps
like what
on
is
the,
that? Well, they didn't even need to include that, but they did, just to show him how savage he is. I guess. I don't know.
Yeah,
This man's crazy. Tom Hardy too. I fucking love Tom Hardy. That's kind of basic.
Bane.
Bane. I fucking love Tom Hardy. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I fuck
Venom,
with Bane,
dude.
Yeah. Venom is like shit, but I liked it.
Yeah, sure. It's
like
fun.
yeah.
Yeah.
It was fun. I'd never rewatch it.
Me neither.
Never.
For sure.
Never.
But I had a fun time while watching it.
Yeah.
Tom Hardy, he's a good. I think you should just stick to like war movies, and then like sand movies, like Mad Max.
Sand, Black
Yeah.
Hawk Down.
Yeah.
Like
Fury Road.
Fury, yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking. I mean, even Dark Knight Rises has a lot of sand in it.
Quite a bit of sand. Yeah. Not as much.
Yeah.
There should have been more sand. in
Yeah,
Dark Knight.
yeah. Like, because Ra's al Ghul is like
The sand
typical,
is-
like, I won't say typical, but like he's a Middle Eastern villain. Let's just say that. I don't know where he comes from, but his
Right.
character has always been like Eastern Europe, like medieval, like a
Yeah.
Middle Eastern type of character.
Well, they keep it vague on purpose for sure. They don't want to pin anyone down, with Ra's al Ghul. Nobody wants to claim Ra's al Ghul for their
he's
the
Iranian.
villain of our country.
Stupid
Yeah.
Iranian Ra's al Ghul. I hate Iran because Ra's al Ghul comes from. That's what people would be doing.
Yeah, for sure. Exactly. Yeah, I think people. Well, and maybe we could use that. Like the government could use that as like a tool to get people. 'Cause